Last one for the year, boys.
Huge.
Tommy Flanagan,
Let's go.
Lincoln Allen,
Hey, Bucko, good to be here.
Bede Briscombe.
Hello.
How are you, Bedos? You well?
I'm well. Just went for a nice sauna sesh
Oh.
at Salt.
Nice.
I'm going to go after this.
And someone actually gave me some great wisdom. I asked him what his definition of creativity was. Do you know what he said? He goes, creativity is just decision making when there is no correct answer.
Bede, that is
Fuck.
profound. It's profound. It's the weirdest start to the stream I reckon we've had for the year.
So I reckon the Cats win.
Yeah, so in saying that, I think Lockie Neal plays.
Yeah,
Let's
me
wait
too.
and see. But hey, big thanks to KO, big thanks to BWS, who we absolutely love and adore. We appreciate all love and
Need
support.
game
this
day
year.
bevies Flannas.
Only the finest from BWS.
I'll tell you what, I've got mine sitting right here because I had so many BWS bevies last night that the big fella just can't back it up like he used to. So, responsibly, but also not well. So, yeah, this is going to be great.
Yeah.
It's going to be really good. So, obviously, the teams come out in...
AFL 360.
Yeah. The teams come out at 6:25, is it?
Robbo.
Robbo. Is Robbo still on?
No.
Robbo's-
I
no.
think it's Jared now.
Can't be Gary
No,
Lyon.
Gary.
AFL Tonight's actually just started. Let's whack that on as a little background.
Max calling me, but like, can we answer?
Yeah. Quick answer.
Okay.
Get his thoughts.
Gee whiz, how good's he looking there?
Brownlow was a few days ago, mate.
Good luck, bro. You a chance?
We've already done the first half, but I had a good few games towards the end. I could string together a couple 3 votes. So
Yeah, we'll see.
yeah, what's going on? How's stream?
Oh, we just started. Bede dropped some weird shit on us, and now we're sort of just getting going. So it's a strong start.
Who's in there?
Bedos, Medos, Flanners,
I'm up.
and remember Lincoln Stinkin.
Hey, remember me, man?
Hey, bro.
Anyway, mate, we better let you go. But
Both are you reckon?
yeah.
You bringing a date to the BNF, Mac?
You know I'm not. All right.
see you guys. Yeah, so let's get into the game, hey. What are your storylines, boys? So narratives that you're most interested in, like heading into the weekend.
Well, Lockie Neal's that's probably the first one. Whether he gets picked or not, we'll find out in a couple of minutes' time. But
Lockie him in.
Lockie Neal.
Want to know a good way to put it? The wounded lion.
Oh. Yeah,
Well, there's
that's
a
good.
couple of lions.
There,
where-
no, there is.
Any team in the competition, if you've been playing for 26 weeks, would have a couple of injuries.
Yeah.
It happens every year, and you find out a lot after the season. Like Daryl Morris, famously in 2016, played with broken ribs.
Broken back, wasn't it?
Stephen,
Yeah. I broke my
Stephen
back.
May played with a torn hammy. So there'd be storylines for both teams with that, but I think
Yeah.
the Lions seem to publicly have more of them. So
Yeah.
do they have one more 3-hour effort in them, the Lions?
So who's injured at the Lions? Basically Neil, obviously Berry. So it's going to be interesting with the teams. If we talk about Brisbane for the moment, the straight swap that you see is Berry out, Neil in.
Yeah.
If that happens, but it's like one injury for another. But if they both play, well, you're taking obviously two very good midfielders, but you're taking two somewhat injured players in. Who comes out then?
Well, Sam Marshall was the one who was the sub in the qualifying final, but he got elevated into the 22 against the Pies, and he actually played really well.
Yeah, he did.
Bruce Reveals also had some nice
Hey, big
moments.
Brucey was
Ford and
good.
McInerney both play.
Mate, I thought that you could not drop Oscar
Yeah,
McInerney
you
in this
couldn't.
grand final, but I actually thought Darcy Fort was amazing last week.
But
Like he
we
He
was,
was in the grand final last year.
yeah.
We did
so-
speak about it on FAF this week. He played for both teams, so he might actually be secretly going for Geelong, even though he
It's
now
not a
plays
bad
for
call.
Brisbane.
It's not a bad call.
So maybe you drop him just so you don't have to worry about it.
yeah, maybe. I don't think they will, but I think it'll be.
Hopefully, for their sake, it's Berry who doesn't get up and they don't have that dilemma to hold.
Yeah. It's always hard with these things,
I
as
think
we know.
Lohman and Dunkley were both in moon boots after the game last week, so there's always going to be sore players, and obviously there's never going to be any doubt whether they're going to play in a grand final or not. But they've just got probably a couple more injury clouds than Geelong, at least publicly.
Yeah. So okay, we'll wait and see what they do. I have a feeling as well, like the change will just be Berry out, Neil in, or whatever it is. But I don't think these final teams tonight. I still think there could be some movement, in the next few days as well.
Emergencies will be interesting.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the emergencies.
Beat
as
us.
well.
Is the chat open?
Yes, we've got
So
a few coming in.
Let's ask the chat. Is there going to be more than one change per team? So the likely one is
Tonight.
Yes.
Is
yes.
going to be more than one
names.
change tonight.
Yeah. So it'll be very likely it'll be Stanley in for Stewart, and then Blitzards goes back, and Neil in for Barry. Chat, do you think anything else will happen, or is it just going to be those two?
The other
Those
one
are the
I'll-
likely changes.
The other one I'll just float across your desks is we had Tom Hawkins on Footy and Friends, and
Good man on, actually.
I'm pretty sure it was Hawk saying this, but he really liked the way Blitzards was playing the role that he's already in at the moment, and I think that if you do bring Stanley in and then Blitzards goes back, it's like, does that disrupt them as well? So there is a potential that Reece Stanley doesn't come in. They bring in someone like Jed Buse to just play back, which would then allow which would then allow Blitzards to be able to just play the role he's been playing.
Stanley would have to be 100% fit for you to even consider him, I reckon.
You sound like you got some wounds there with hamstring injuries.
Yeah, well, Reedy, his selection in 2022 didn't serve us too well, so you really don't want to repeat of that.
How do you? I'm sure you remember it quite well, but with the hamstring that he had, how long was he out for?
Well,
Or did he go in with it?
It happened in the prelim.
Oh my
The
god!
week before. So, and he'd been our best player pretty much all year. So, well, for the back end of the year, Reedy had been just about our best player, most influential.
I loved watching him play that year as well.
was amazing.
From memory, the qualifying final kicked 3
Yeah, against Melbourne.
because he played in the 2012 flag. He was one of the few survivors in that, from a footballing sense anyway, that had gone and made. But he missed so much footy in between. It seemed come back and play heaps was such a feel good story, and then obviously it didn't work out in the end.
There's no way that we get to the grand final in 22 without Reedy playing the way he did in the first part of that final series. But yeah, as soon as he went down in that prelim, Collingwood came back and nearly pipped us, and we were pretty much cooked from the point that he went down. And then picking him to play when he wasn't the right call. Don't think him going out for someone else would have made much of a difference considering the margin. But yeah, don't want to play an injured tall.
What about the Cats still? What's the narrative for the Geelong side of things, do you think?
Like the positives, like just them in general.
Yeah, going like we think Brisbane are probably, well, they're going in as the underdog. They've probably got a couple more injury clouds as we've mentioned. What do we think Geelong go in as?
I heard Paddy Dangerfield only attended.
Do you call him Paddy?
No, I do now.
Yeah.
Paddy had only attended. I think it was like 10 centre bounces for the whole season, and then in the final series, he's been in the middle, and they've unleashed the caged cat, so to speak. And he had 31 and 3 last weekend in the prelim.
Was it 36 and 3, babe? We were talking about this before.
Yeah, 36 and 3.
36 and 3 was it? Okay, so yeah, serious game in a prelim. So if he can bring that again, I reckon that's probably the question with Geelong.
Yeah.
He could be the story.
I
He could
think
win the norm.
he's the obvious one, isn't he? Like that. I said this on Footy and Friends throughout the week, but I think like Dangerfield's had this level of arrogance around him. Like I wouldn't say arrogance; it's an aura. Like it's not a bad level, but there's been that, you know what I'm saying, that aura about him where he loves the big stage.
He loves being the big dog.
That's what it is. I think this year though, seeing him the way he's been, and with Bailey Smith coming into the team, with all those other sort of younger stars like Holmes and Stengel and Dempsey, he's really like taken a back step publicly, and the aura he has as a captain now is very like stoic. It's almost like a Joel Selwood-esque captaincy, whereas before he was a bit more of the exuberant type operator. Now, when that final siren went, the reason I'm tipping Geelong, and this is such a small thing because I feel this game is so close. The reason I'm tipping Geelong is the siren went. It went straight to Dangerfield after he'd had arguably one of the best finals we've ever seen.
Michael Barlow did have 30 and 3, but continue.
Good call. One of the best finals we've ever seen. And his face was just like the old Kobe Bryant, job not done.
Yeah.
Like he wasn't jumping around celebrating. He was just like, next week. And I'm like, whoa, that gave me a bit of goosebumps. That's why I think they are primed for the win.
They're very confident, aren't they? I heard when Danger got interviewed at the Brownlow the other night, they said, Bailey Smith's coming in the club. Has he taught you anything? And Danger said, no.
Yeah.
So he's still big dogging Bailey, even though he's had an amazing year. Geelong's got that aura about him. They've got those blokes in the middle of the ground. Jez are up forward as well. Like,
And you forget about, because he didn't, like,
Hasn't done much in this final series, but he
isn't it-
could just explode.
He still kicked, I think, 3 last. Like, he can kick 3 and not even be in the best 10 players. It's amazing. So, like, a bad day for him is
It's still
still
3,
pretty
yeah.
good.
I heard Isaac Smith on the M's it was almost a couple of months ago and he mentioned that he'd heard that internally Geelong, like in the 2022 season when Geelong went on that run and just no one could touch them at the back end of the year. They obviously won that grand final pretty comfortably and the whole final series even. He said that throughout that year, their internal belief, they knew they were the best team. A couple of months ago, Smith on radio said he'd heard people from the club who were very close to it. That's obviously players, coaches, that this year they're just as confident 10 weeks ago as they were in 2022. So internally, they're clearly confident. So they're going to be really hard to
because
beat.
the knock on them when they won their last grand final, and it was Selwood's last year. It was the Collingwood-esque knock this year, being like too old. Can the retirement village do it? Like that? They don't have that anymore.
They've regenerated.
They're so.
I think it's 11 new players from that 2022
Wow.
team.
I got a question for you guys. Unless you do, B, you got something else?
Just one quick question from the chat. I'll
Yep.
put it up here. Which player's match-worn Guernsey
Ooh.
will go for the most money in the auction?
Ooh.
That comes in from Chris Charlton.
Mark O'Connor.
Crispy.
Oh, Crispy's a great man.
He's a great man, Crispy.
Yeah.
Ty Gallop. What about Eric Hipwood's tie?
Stop. I think it's the Norm Smith. So I think you like picking who the Norm Smith is.
If Geelong
there.
win, Bailey Smith.
If Geelong win, I think it's whoever's the Norm Smith is. Like, you look at when Bobby Hill won it, like Collingwood. I feel like that would have gone for them. In saying that, Dacos probably still went for more. So maybe
Jez has already won the Coleman this year, so
Yeah.
Coleman medal, premiership,
Oh.
match worn.
Which
I
one
feel
would you want?
Okay. From a pure investment point of view, like not who personally I'd want, but investment point of view, I feel like I'd go Patrick Dangerfields,
Yes.
captain. Finals if they win. If the Lions win, pure investment. It's a bit more wide open there with the Lions, actually.
If Will Ashcroft were
I was
to go
gonna
back-to-back
say,
norms...
or if Lockie Neal plays
Or-
a
yeah,
strong
yeah.
role after all he's been through the last couple of weeks,
Hmm.
I'd say Ashcroft, Zorko, Neal would be my Lions picks.
Yeah. There's another one too that I've sort of I've gone Geelong win and Blitzards, Norm Smith. But if Brisbane win, my tip for their Norm Smith would be Harris Andrews.
Yeah.
And I love him as well.
Like
So
that.
I'm almost going captains. Like I'd go Harris Andrews, Brisbane, and then Patrick
be
Dangerfield.
the first Norm key back since Brian Lake.
Yeah.
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 I actually dapped up Charlie Cameron in the rooms last week, so I think that might increase his
He
price.
followed us on Footy and Friends. Maybe that's why.
He's a good man.
Fellas,
mine.
just
There you
while
go.
we're on, Dill, you mentioned Danger.
Yes.
Got a question here. If Danger has a big game, like a game how he did last week, or wins the Norm and wins another premiership,
He has to
does
retire.
he go above Dustin Martin in terms of legacy?
Jeez.
Recency bias on this. Like, I think it's a great question, Bede, but it's so easy to forget how good Dustin Martin was in finals. 3 grand finals. I don't think you can go past Dusty at this stage. Like he's 2-time Norm Smith medalist, Dusty, or 3-time.
3.
Three time. Yeah.
3 flags, 3 Norm Smiths.
Brown Lake.
You can't you can't beat that.
So there's nothing Danger can do to
Not
be,
this year.
Not this
go
year.
above
He'd have to do it
Dusty.
again next year. Like not this
even
year.
at 36 years old.
Dustin Martin made 3 flags, 3 Norm Smiths.
Does-
That's
Untouchable.
Dusty's a top 5 all time in everyone's books. I would have thought.
Yeah.
And
Whereas
Danger's not.
he'd be getting close to that, but I don't think he's a lock in everyone's top 5. Dusty
Nah.
would be.
yeah.
Link?
I'm probably buying into the Dangerfield narrative a bit more.
But it's
because
very recent.
He's
like
had
No, but his career, the longevity of his career and stats-wise, he's well cleared Dusty.
a way I like to compare it is people look at LeBron James's career and how it can always be broken into different sections.
Yeah.
Like
No, I agree with that.
the number one pick, the moving and winning championships, and then returning and winning another one. For Danger, it's like move to Adelaide as a 18-year-old,
Danger and
Yeah.
Fife.
Yeah, that's
became
I
a
love
star, won an All-Australian for the first time in 2012, and then just was so dominant. Moved to Geelong, won a Brownlow straight away, and then
that. Charismatic.
yeah,
Then This I would say is my favourite Danger era.
Exactly. That's what I was
This is
just
my
about to
favourite
say.
Danger
So
era.
the back end of his career, he's been a leader.
Yeah.
He's been that stoic
And
champion. And
Geez, not
yeah.
that you can find many faults on Dustin Martin because there isn't any at all. But
Oh,
we
could
could-
kick on his left.
yeah, we didn't need to. Just because, like, his career, when you look at it, it was pretty much just like
Finals.
just consistent and the whole. But like, he just played the same role the whole time. Like, he never really. Obviously, there was that part where you'd go put him in the goal square, and he sort of invented that powerful midfield going forward in the modern era. But like, he didn't play a whole game of full forward, you know. Or I think one thing that adds to it as well is probably the leadership point of view. Like, you know, sort of. They lead in different ways because he was just strapping people on his back and getting it done. Whereas
I think
Dangerfield's-
Danger's going closer to the Selwood conversation
Yeah.
than he is the Martin conversation.
I do like the
Yeah.
question though, because Dusty's had as many flowers as you could give, and Danger, you know, I guess until this later part of his career, probably hasn't had the love from the whole competition.
I think
as much
he's
as
yeah.
Dusty
You're
did.
right. He's getting now I think with this, if this goes the way it does for him, and this captain stoic sort of look, he will be then respected by everyone.
Speaking of being stoic, here's Thor,
Here he is. Yes. Oh, how good's this?
son of Odin.
Go for it, mate. Hey, tell us about what we got going at Hotel Collingwood here.
Is there a giveaway at the Hotel Collingwood this week?
On grand final day,
Uh,
we're giving away $2,500.
That's more than last week.
Every that's up to you, boys. Every person in the venue gets an entry for the $2,500. Someone's going to take it home. And on Sunday, we're doing our raffle, giving away meat trays, fruit boxes, slabs, bottles of wines, everything good. And on grand final day, we're doing a sweepstake for first goal kicker and Norm Smith medal.
What are you doing?
Not much, eh?
Awesome.
Got to get down there.
Yep.
Brilliant, boys. Thank you very much.
Get down to Hotel Collingwood, guys. Remember, mention Clubby TV. You get free drinks all night.
Mention my name and you get free drinks for your life.
Yeah.
You can get down there and find out.
Yeah, okay. Good
Awesome.
question.
Brilliant, boys.
Done.
Enjoy.
Thank you, Thor.
Awesome, guys. Thanks so much.
Will say every time we do Clubby TV, I look forward to this burger. This Hotel Collingwood burger is absolutely immaculate.
I
every
go to
time.
steak. I'm really hungry tonight.
So teams should be coming out very shortly.
Here we go.
I'm hearing from the chat, unconfirmed,
Yep.
that Neil in, Berry out.
That's not very nice, is it?
So is that official mail or is that just
This is just
chat?
chat
rumors?
chat whispers.
Yep.
Some Henry, who said it?
Okay.
Henry said he was next to Koch on the train. No, sorry, the official John Smith said he was next to Koch on the train and confirmed Neil in, Berry out. Why Koch would know?
Well, Koch is the leadership coach.
Oh yeah,
At Brisbane.
That's right.
Oh
yeah.
wow. Okay.
So it could be a Clubby TV exclusive.
Not very good leadership if he's leaking that information. But
Is Koch gonna be a coach? Do we think? Is that
I don't
where
think
he's
so.
going?
no.
Roy says it is confirmed. Neil is in. Lockie Neil is in.
Brett Cleary broke that exclusively the other night, so went on Brett.
Wow.
Chicken schnitzel for me, by the way, chat.
Chicken Snitty.
Wow.
Always
So Neil,
is.
are the teams out or that just announced that Neil's in?
I think there's online whispers. They're not officially
Yeah.
out, but let me have a look. I'm also hearing that Reece Stanley is in from the chat. But we'll wait for... We've got the teams up, so we'll wait there. Flanners,
Yep.
if if Bailey Smith wins the Norm, does he reach a Ben Cousins level of status?
I'm inclined to say no. I just Benny's kind of his own level of aura. Bailey's got a lot of aura, but
Will he
Benny's
complete the most Ben Cousins season anyone has ever had in history?
Within reason, yeah.
Not like necessarily with the off-field stuff,
Nah,
but
for
his
sure,
gut
yeah.
running, his swag, his goals.
Yeah, I mean Benny was the captain.
I don't
of
think
the club.
Bailey's as loved as what Ben Cousins is.
Yeah.
Like Ben Cousins Ben Cousins, their stardom is different, right? Like people just were obsessed with Ben. He didn't want the limelight as much. Like he was just that good that and handsome that people just wanted to attract themselves. Whereas Bailey obviously is that as well, but he sort of has he wants to put himself out there too. And
I feel like if you're in the same room as Ben Cousins, you just want to go over to him and say g'day and
You
have,
met him
have,
the other
have
night,
a
didn't
word
you,
with him.
Flannas?
Huh?
What are you talking to him the other
isn't
night?
he a close personal friend of yours?
I had a great chat with him on Monday, pre-Brownlow. It's very brief, but yeah, it was great. It was great to sit with him and Hurdy and Zach Merritt. And,
Oh, that was the video you did?
yeah, the video we did for the corporate bookmaker that I'm aligned with.
Yep.
Yeah, and that was great. Had Hurdy and Bucks and Robert Harvey, Shane Crawford, all in the room, and just we were in the green room. They were doing the function, and we were just in the background. But it was great.
So who did, out of those, who had the most aura?
Benny, it's just like as soon as he walked in the room, I don't get too starstruck very often, but seeing
Has he got the
seeing
most
Benny was
aura
pretty
of
cool.
anyone? AFL?
Dusty.
Yeah,
Oh,
Dusty.
Because Dusty doesn't speak.
Yeah.
Here he is, guys. It's official. Lockie Neal is in. Jared Berry's out. Wow.
Sad for Barry. Didn't
Sad
get
for-
up. He's
yeah.
been a great contributor all year. But
We need to see these emergencies, though. I saw Harris Andrews the other day at when he was down here. We had sort of those things. I said g'day and was chatting, and I was like, "Oh, I'll leave him alone." Sort of walk up. But he was keen for a bit of a chat, so I just hang around and yeah, very lovely guy. Very cool. Hey, on a side note, I love what the brands do. So Nike have obviously got a fair few big players, and they've sent them out their boots for the grand final. They're fluoro yellow. Danger got them. You can see the Ashcroft boys are in them there too. It's cool. Good marketing.
I got a stat the other night that I read on FAF, but for those who haven't heard it, Brisbane have never lost a grand final with an Ashcroft playing. So
That's a great
Marcus won
that.
the 3, retired ahead of 04, so missed that.
Yep.
Will had his ACL injury in 2023, won the Norm in 2024, and now they've got 2 of them playing. So
that could cancel it out.
That's
Though.
big
True.
pressure. Big
That's a
pressure
good
on
point.
Levi.
And hasn't Levi played in 5 straight grand finals or something?
yeah, because he won 3 in a row for Sandringham in the under 18s.
There it is, guys.
Insane.
Tom Stewart in. Tom Stewart out. Reece Stanley in.
So
What
what do
we
we think
expected.
about some key matchups then, Flan? What do you think happens in the ruck?
Well, Stanley's in now, so it'll be a Stanley Blixars versus Fort McInerney combination.
And then
Max-
the
That's a
midfield?
great ruck matchup. It's
Yeah.
all traditional ruckmen,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, well, I mean Blixars.
Blitzar's
a bit of a
less,
hybrid,
less off,
but you kind of need. I hope Reece is fully fit because you kind of need him with the 2 full-time ruckmen on the Brisbane side. So, will be a great ruck battle. It'll be interesting to see whether Blixarves can do a bit of damage around the ground.
Link, who goes to Baz?
So I think where does Dunkley go is the biggest question. Yeah,
Danger?
I think
Yeah,
he's
I
probably
think
got to spend
Dunk-
time on Danger.
I
Dunkley.
feel like
pro-
Danger's going to start forward.
Yeah.
So I'd say Dunkley does go to Baz. Just for
Oh,
the
really?
first. Just for the first.
Okay.
Former teammates, obviously, the Dogs played in a losing grand final together.
Oh, yeah.
So that'll be interesting.
Who goes to McCluggage?
Ocean Mullen?
Yeah, you've got to give that another whirl, don't you?
Yep.
Does anyone go to Neil?
Not
I
early.
don't think you go to Neil, but I think you target him.
You target him.
It's one of the ones, but you know he's. I think Nathan Buckley. Oh, someone said it on radio on SEN the other day. Like if you know someone's going in with an injury, you can't really attack his calf per se, but you really,
Tom Atkins can crack into him.
physically So I think that's going to be something that focus on.
Who plays the Tom Stewart role?
Zach Guthrie. He is my Norm Smith medal smoky.
Wow. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So you expect a big disposal game from Zach Guthrie?
Well, he
Just pivotal marks.
when
and
Stewart doesn't play, he's the one who comes in and plays that role.
Right.
So it's by virtue of just playing the Stewart role who gets so much of the ball. If Guthrie can be half or 3/4 of the impact that Stewart usually does, he's set for a big one.
And then who replaces Guthrie's role?
No Jed Buse.
No, Jeb.
Jeb.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he'll
that's a
be
good point.
first emergency. You feel, don't you? So who else goes down back then? Well, Blitzars will go play a bit more down back.
O'Connor?
O'Connor will go to Rayner,
Okay.
and
Does that, from a Geelong point of view, is that a little bit scary?
no, that will. They will in that the qualifying or I don't know what final it was.
Qualifying.
Qualifying. They Rayner kicked 3, 2 of which one was a free kick in the goal square and and
Yeah.
then he got the double up.
Yeah.
So he did keep him under wraps a little bit. I think that one's a pretty it's Rayner's form coming in. I'm more confident Rayner will get on top with that, but so many things that matter. Like if the pressure's on the footy and the ball's high,
Got emergencies here.
okay.
Jed Buse, Mitch Nevitt, Ollie Henry for the Cats.
Jeez, Ollie Henry. Hasn't he had a career?
And
So
for
he
Brisbane,
won one though, didn't he?
No. So, 2022 Geelong win. He's at Collingwood. He requested trade to Geelong. The year he got leaves Collingwood, they win the flag, and then he plays a couple seasons consistently in Geelong's team. Was in their prelim final loss last year. Now Geelong back in a grand final. He's not picked.
Wow.
it's a hard luck story that. And
Collingwood supporters will be really, they'll be not lovely about that, I'm sure.
then Brisbane, they've got Sam Day, James Tunstall, and Dara Joyce. It's their emergencies.
You know what's really interesting as well about the Geelong stuff is, and there's the murmurs around Jack Martin as well with the calf and stuff there too. So I'm looking at, it was Buse, Nevitt,
And Henry. Does that open the door for Henry if Martin doesn't play?
potentially.
Brett was a little bit he was a little bit nervous about that during the week because he's someone who knows a lot about calf injuries, as do you, Dill.
Yep.
So it's definitely a worry for Martin, but they do have that backup if something does go pear-shaped on the day.
Yeah. Every
Fellas,
chance.
one more legacy question. This one concerning the two coaches.
Oh, yeah.
Chris Scott, if he wins a premiership, where do you have him in the all-time modern greats?
It's already up there.
The best.
Best. Wow.
Yep.
Clears Clarko, clears Dimmer.
I reckon.
Why is that?
3 flags, the same as those people.
Yep.
But over a 15, 16 year
Longevity.
right. It's amazing.
I'll play devil's advocate. He did inherit Bomber Thompson's all-conquering, dominant Geelong team, and whereas Clarko and
But it's
Dimmer
fully
had to build him
changed
up
now.
from the bottom.
It's fully changed now. They've just done it different ways. Like he's had to, Dimmer's, you look at what's happened with Richmond and Hawthorn since those dynasties. They've both fully bottomed out.
Yeah.
Whereas you could say he inherited that first one. They've then been able to rejuvenate their whole list, and they've missed one final series, I think, that whole time.
With help from a few cotton on deals and whatnot.
Yeah, well,
But
I
yes,
think
they missed 2015 and 2023.
only 2.
They've been
There you
amazing.
go. So I think that's very, very impressive to be able to do that.
Yeah. Dimmer's still got time for mine to claim it back though.
True. Yeah,
So-
if he can
And
get Gold
Clarko.
Coast first flag.
Yeah.
North, I just feel they're never going to be any good.
I agree with Dill. I think he goes to better than both of those, purely for the fact that he sort of rejuvenated the list that he did inherit, because they obviously they lost the prelim in 2010, was successful prior to that, but he did rejuvenate them, got another year out of them, and then obviously no one from that 2011 team is playing on Saturday, so he's completely rejuvenated the whole list again and kept them up the top the whole time. So
Interestingly, Fagan named Coach of the Year.
Yeah.
So
And I agree with that too.
Clarko's never been Coach of the Year and he's won 3 flags.
Yeah, well, I actually think as much as we're saying that Chris Scott would be one of the greats of all time, I still would put Fagan up there as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What he was able to do, getting to Brisbane, at how bad that list was, and within 7 years.
Well, I think the most important thing is how he's turned them into a destination club.
Yeah. And that's not just him, obviously, but even who played a really big role in that was Greg Swan, who is now at the AFL. They've done an amazing job.
traditionally, that was the toughest assignment in football. Go up and coach Brisbane and try and turn
So
it into
he
something.
came up there for 2017 off the top of my head, and then
Same year as McCluggage and Berry.
so missed the finals those first 2 years, and then 2019 top 4, and they haven't wavered since, basically.
Good on you, Jared. Good on you, Gary. Gary's gone the navy into the black.
Should we call Gary?
Black.
Yeah, we should.
Question in from the chat. What shoes is Link wearing tonight?
Yeah, I like those ones.
Ooh, Schwannies.
But what I will say, I will make a comment on this. If you are going to the grand final breakfast and you are interested in my outfit and my shoes,
Get excited.
get excited because you know what's coming.
Is it the
In
boots?
honor of Bailey Smith,
Oh, nice.
you know what's coming.
Hey, what about this? And this shows my my level of footy stuff sometimes. But I could not pick Jimmy Tunstall out of a pack.
He's really handsome. He's from down south, Western Australia.
I've never seen him.
He's very
Is
handsome.
Dara Joyce Irish?
Yes.
Yeah. And
He's
Sam
a
Day,
former
obviously.
Swan. He's former
Sa-
Swan, isn't he, Flannas?
Sam Day plays baseball.
Swan listed. Yeah. Not didn't play.
Jimmy Tunstall, I'd look him up.
Sam
he's a
Day
great
obviously
guy.
has the cricket bat hands.
Yeah, and he plays baseball. Tunstall.
Mr. Neefel, Sam Day.
Yeah, right. So what sort of player is Jimmy Tunstall?
Wing, half back.
Cool. Interesting. Yeah, 22. That's very cool.
Official John Smith. I will be at the grand final breakfast for the second year running.
Cool.
Kane, can't wait to see him,
Never
man.
know who, but maybe come up and reveal yourself, official Johnson. Come and reveal yourself.
Chris Charlton says Clarko's still on top. He has 4 flags.
Mm.
Foss says Dill's rocking the Lego Dill is rocking the Lego hair tonight.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Here we go.
Oh.
Thought
AFL
I'd already
360
started.
coming up next, yeah.
There we go.
Can you ask Dill if he knows whether Carlton lost a granny with a Buckley in the team? Think his old man played in all
Yeah.
winning grand finals.
Did. Yeah, he did. All 3 winners.
Wow.
Yeah. You know what's crazy even about that team, not that I was alive or anything then, and it's similar to the Richmond one as well, but 1979, they win. Coach gets, after that the coach leaves, gets sacked. After winning a grand final, the next year, like all this weird shit happens. They don't make the grand final. Then go and win. A new coach comes in, and then they win 2 in a row. It's like they could have won 4, all whilst this stuff behind the scenes was happening. It's pretty nuts.
Just
Sorry, you start talking about your dad, and I just got a little nostalgia.
Yeah. Yeah. So tell us about that. That's nice.
This is the 1993 West Australian.
That's when I was born.
State of Origin jumper.
Where was it? Where was it worn?
On the green stuff.
No, but where? Like where? Victoria, WA, SA. 'Cause I'm just wondering why the long sleeve. Because you wouldn't want to wear long sleeve.
So
over in Perth.
what Dad did, he was actually pretty smart here. Is he said he was really cold and obviously gave him a long sleeve.
Yes.
But then they've given him a short sleeve as well, so he's got to wear the short sleeve and then have the longie on top. So he got to keep both.
Nice. Have you got the longie? Have you got the short?
Yeah, back home. Back home.
93. Was that the year where the Vicks lost to everyone?
I think so.
Yeah, I think they lost to Tassie, lost to New South Wales, lost to WA.
I've been digging through some I have not been able to find. I'll settle down. I've been digging through the archives. It's actually really hard to find State of Origin stats because I'd love to do some more research, but
I'm sure you would.
yeah, I've spent a lot of time doing it.
I'm sure you would. What else are we going through? BDOS? Is that it?
Well, I've got a question here about Cam Rayner.
Okay.
Because he's
Familiar.
Hmm?
I'm familiar.
Yeah. Where do we think Cam Rayner?
Don't you even say he's the next Dustin Martin. Don't you say that.
But do we think this run? He's had a good final series. Would you say? Like has he taken a step forward?
He's definitely taken a step forward.
His back end of the year's been solid,
Yeah.
really solid.
I don't think you can put him anywhere near the conversation of like
No.
Dustin Martin yet.
If he comes out and kicks 5 goals on Saturday, that changes things.
Yeah,
Well, let me ask
100%.
you this: do you think Cam Rayner will have an All-Australian season in his career?
What I would
No, I don't think it really matters.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good point. What I think with Rayner, what I'd like to see is, I'd love to see him play a bit more midfield. Like, come up and I'd love to see him get a game. And yes, he might not hit the scoreboard, but I'd love to see if he could get in there and play and have 30.
It's like Isaac Heaney last year. He used to always play forward, and
Yeah.
I just used to watch it and go, why does he not play in the midfield? He played
Yeah.
in the midfield, and he was the Brownlow medal favourite for 90% of last
Well, it's
year.
like with Toby. I'd love to see Toby. Like Toby Green played
He averaged
forward.
28 touches in his first year.
Yeah, he played forward almost because there was too many midfielders at the time, and then he became an All-Australian forward. But he's a midfielder.
Yeah.
He-
He had
like-
35 touches as an 18-year-old in 2012.
I'd love to see him go and have 35 in the midfield and see what he can do.
I do love the way they managed him, though. They haven't cared about how his output's been in terms of numbers for
Rayner?
the first Rayner,
Yeah.
the first 2/3 of the year, and they just get him right, tuned up.
But they don't care how he goes in round 12.
they
they
got-
care how he goes
That's
on
it.
Saturday.
That's it.
Yeah. Do you think we'll see more of that next season? Kind of like, you know how Chris Scott's
Yeah.
managed Danger. Will we see more like player like load management, like how we see in the NBA, where the star players are just not playing full on midfield?
I don't think there's
all
enough good
throughout the season?
players. Like, I don't think it's like.
I think it's something that Collingwood is probably going to have to consider how they manage Pendlebury
Yeah.
and Sidebottom.
That's not looking good now.
If you've
with
got the
how they
luxury,
went out.
if you've got the
Yeah.
luxury of a deep list that's got
Yeah.
no injuries, then you can do it a little bit.
Not many teams can do it though.
Yeah.
Like, you can't be resting Cripper because he's the only bloke that's going to try and win him a game. So,
Roy off the chat says, I reckon Rayner's going to be playing more centre bounces come Saturday. They'll need that body around smashing into Danger and Atkins.
no, it's a good call. I'd love to see that. I'd love to see it.
Do you think Norm chance for Rayner?
Absolutely.
Like Zach
He could
Bailey,
kick 5.
It's a Norm chance.
Zach Bailey is a very good player.
If Rayner does win Norm, how do you see it happening? Brisbane win a close one. What would his stats be?
Yeah, I think it's a 20-3 in a close game.
16 and 4.
That's probably how.
16 and 4 would be nice.
That's,
or
that's probably how. Bailey
5
would go
and
as well.
14.
Yeah.
But I think it's like I have a
Scoreboard
feeling
impact.
it's almost like he kicks 3 in the first half and then kicks 2 late, like to get him over the line.
They don't have Danaher like they did last year, so they're going to need some extra goals from somewhere. So you feel like that
Yeah.
he's...
What I do like about
Scoring
Rayner,
good.
he can take a Kentucky.
Yeah.
He can take a very good Kentucky. Like, he jumps at the footy. Jumping at the footy. This is a very. I feel like this would be an unpopular opinion, but I think the courage of going up for a contested mark when the ball's coming at you and there's people in front and you're running up like that and you're open, I think that's actually harder than going back with the flight.
Yeah.
So you're saying that your back with the flight mark against Richmond all those years ago wasn't actually that good?
I'm not saying I'm tough, but like back with the flight, you can actually protect yourself a bit more. And also, like, because you're going back with the flight, you're so focused on the footy, you're like not worrying about what's really there.
Yeah.
Whereas when you watch guys
You're
like
just sort of just watching people come at you.
you're watching people like people are
from the
jumping,
side.
coming in the
Happens to me in
sides, coming from the
Launceston, but I
front.
still held on to the mark.
And like it's bloody tough to crash a pack. Like honestly, it's you know I said before, talking before about Logan McDonald off air, and I was like big boys that can just run up like your Jonathan Brown or your who does it really well at the moment in the league. I'm trying to think. Like Jezza crashes packs, but
Logan Morris does it.
Logan Morris
Yeah.
like that is really fucking hard to do.
Tim Membry does it, but he jumps off both feet.
He does.
Yeah.
He's a double jumper.
Speaking
Yeah.
of, Shannon Neal is going to be a massive threat
Yeah.
for
Good mate
Harris
of mine,
Andrews
actually.
and the
Yeah.
Brisbane backline.
Yeah.
I'm not actually mate. He's just from WA.
Okay, so who do we
Moving on.
think is going to be the leading goal kicker come Saturday?
Well, we were saying Jez off air that Dill was saying that he kicked 3 last week and
You never
he
noticed.
barely even sighted him.
Yeah.
So he's one that just, by virtue of how Geelong play, he just gets on the end of them. So if he has a good day, it's clearly going to be him.
Yeah.
But he'll probably get 2 or 3 just by playing a normal
They're going to
game.
struggle to keep him. Like, if
Yeah.
they don't get pressure on the footy,
They've
like
got
Leicester's
Ryan
unbelievable.
Leicester's probably the one playing on him.
or
Yeah.
Gardner. I think it would be Leicester. But I don't respect many people more than I respect Ryan Leicester. But there's just obviously a next level of what Jez can do. So
Who's
if he's
the best
More me or Ryan Lester?
oh, Ryan Leicester by a fair bit. Yeah.
Jez the best player on the ground, if they all lined up.
Luke Hodge, if he's doing the pre-game interviews for 7.
Who would you take? First pick out of all those players in their prime. If you're starting a team, who do you take?
In their
'Cause
prime.
In their prime, because I know who I'm picking, and it's not who you'd expect.
I'm
Will
picking
Ashcroft
Dan-
in 5 years' time. Nah, I'm going Dangerfield.
in his prime, yeah,
Paddy.
Danger.
I know this is.
Are you going to say Harris Andrews?
I'm gonna say Harris Andrews.
Yeah, he's
I
so good.
fucking-
He's so good.
I don't think he gets the credit he deserves.
I watched
Like,
him closely last week. He was so good.
He is, for me. The reason I'd pick him first is name another player like him, that size, that can do what he does. Like, I know that Dangerfield is absolutely amazing, but if I had Harris Andrews and I didn't get Danger, well, I could get, Bailey Smith, or I could get a Max Holmes. You can replace midfielders because there's so many good midfielders.
Yeah.
But that role of like a leader, big
Yeah.
key centre half back, 200%, like you just don't get them.
Yeah, he's a massive reason why they can win on Saturday.
Yeah.
If he's not playing, they're cool.
I'm a big Harris Andrews guy.
I was looking at his stats from the 2023 grand final where he got tagged by franchise.
Frampton,
I think he still took 9 marks or something.
Yeah.
So he's so hard to stop.
What about the fucking mark he took when he was playing on Cox, like deep, and someone kicked like a fucking floater 50 metres along the ground, and he just caught it like in his hands like this in the goals. I was like,
Yeah.
he's amazing. I think he is the biggest key for them to like obviously defensively to get that ball moving forward. He's just amazing.
It's not just that leadership and direction, but
Yeah.
and the courage, but his focus. He stays like you never see him lose track of what he has to do as in his role throughout the whole day.
I was just thinking, not that this is a funny point at all, but the only person that's ever really fucked up Harris Andrews was Jez when he broke his knocked him out, broke his jaw. That was when he was in the Giants.
Yeah.
So
A few comments in the chat here. Roy says, if we take out the teams and just forget about their specific teams,
Which team logo would win?
the thought of a top 4 team learning from a recent loss is better going into a game than a team sticking to a winning plan.
he's saying that or questioning that?
And he's saying that
Yeah.
he thinks the loss is actually to their advantage.
Does
whereas
anyone
Geelong
remember
will
the
stick
last-
to the plan?
Anyone remember the last time the 2 qualifying finalists met again in the grand final?
No.
It's happened a fair bit
Yeah.
actually.
Feel
Since
like
two-
do.
Collingwood and West Coast did in 2018.
Yep.
And 2015, Hawthorn got smashed by West Coast in Perth. 3 weeks later,
Came back
they
and
smashed
beat
West Coast in Melbourne.
What happened with the Collingwood West? The other one.
Both really took that. The qualifying final was a really tight game that West Coast won late, and it was the same in the grand final.
So they won that one. They
Yeah.
won it and won it again.
Yeah.
Sydney West Coast 05-06.
yeah.
Both premiership winners lost the first final and then came back and beat the other one.
It's actually a good point because Brisbane would have had more time
Yeah.
to
Good point.
to look back and go, okay, this is what we got wrong against.
Well,
the Cats last
it's
time.
almost as well like, do you like being the hunter or the hunted? And
Yeah.
that's, Geelong going, we've got the wood on these guys, and then Fagan's message is, let's fucking go after them. Like, you can, there's so many narratives you can do it, but that's why the coaching is that so good.
There's also that because Geelong played a great game in that qualifying final, Fagan and Brisbane have had a look at Geelong's best game, whereas Geelong haven't had a look
Exactly.
at Brisbane's best game against them. So
And don't forget, Brisbane in that whiteout game went down and beat Geelong at GMHBA
Beat them twice in
Stadium.
the home and away season.
Yeah.
I've got a question. Would you rather be a team heading into a grand final as A, the reigning premier, Brisbane, or B, the team with winning form, Geelong? Like, what's more important heading into a grand final?
I think recency,
Yeah.
like, doesn't
Yeah.
matter. Like, last year was a long time ago.
They had Joe Donaher last year.
But
Different
100,000 people screaming at you.
team. Yeah.
But
Yeah,
Geelong
that's true.
they've been there before.
That's true. Yeah. That's true.
It depends. Maybe if it was Gold Coast,
Or
it'd be a
Hawthorn.
different
Yeah.
question. You'd be like, oh, well, you'd rather be Brisbane. Then.
Yeah.
But
I
I
think
for
you
this-
just have so much faith in Geelong and how well they're coached and how
Yeah.
experienced their team is.
All right, fellas, 15 minutes to go. Got a little bit to get to, so we'll do a bit of a speed round.
Let's do
Just
it.
quickly off the chat. Foz says Jasper Fletcher's my Norm Smith.
He
Like,
is a great.
Yeah.
That's a very good one.
3 years in the system, 3 grand finals.
Yeah. He reckons he
Amazing.
could go under the radar like Kitty Coleman in
Yeah.
2023.
100%.
Like that.
Okay. Just take your hat off from the game.
Sorry,
for a
just on
second.
that
Yes.
point one more time. The reason that this Smokey Norm Smith thing I think will happen rather than being a star that
Yeah.
is because there's going to be so many matchups. It's going to allow other people to get off the chain. So like, whilst if someone's gone really hard in McCluggage, and you saw it in that 2015 or Fremantle Hawthorn game, Sam
2013.
Mitchell probably the favourite.
He completely
goes,
sacrificed himself.
Sacrifice your role. Jasper Fletcher comes off.
He had
and
12
gets-
touches.
Yeah. So watch WTS on that. WTS. Watch this space.
What the shit?
What the shit?
Okay, fellas.
What the suck?
The
What
grand
the
final.
Sigma?
All 3 going to the grand final breakfast for Clubby Sports on
Yes.
Saturday, hosted by
I
King
don't think
Yes.
they're going to start unless I was there, bitch.
Mm.
I didn't get an invite.
I'm
no,
not looking
no, I've got a.
We're darting up.
You guys are having a tart.
I'm going to ask you for your lock and a long shot for the game, but first I want a personal grand final day lock
Memory.
and long shot. What your what's a lock like Flannas? You're gonna
I'll
probably
probably
get through at
delete
least
1,000 of BWS's finest.
Is it your
That's
biggest
a
day
lot.
of the year or Boxing Day? What's your biggest day of the year?
They're both pretty good. Boxing Day is a longer day, so
Yeah.
Whereas Grand Final Day, as soon as the
What do you get more excited for?
no Grand Final, generally the Swans are in it, so
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it the best day of the year?
Um,
Grand Final day.
is it the best? It's up there. No, it's definitely up
Star Wars Day is pretty good.
May the 4th.
there. No, AFL Grand Final Day is a bloody good day, but it's a funny day because there's a lot of envy in it. Not the fact that I think that I should be out there or hoping. I just you do get so jealous of. You just go, oh my god, that's fucking amazing. Like, yeah.
But yeah,
So
Grand Final Day, Boxing Day, Derby Day. I reckon that those three you just say,
Yeah.
well, easy 1, 2, 3 for a lot
Nice.
of people.
What's your lock?
so what does that mean? What am I doing?
Yeah, like what's a prediction? I assume you're gonna have some airtime on stage.
Yeah, the lock is obviously go hard at the brekkie. I'm going to the game after.
Okay.
So my lock is to be at the game, but also my lock is trying to get the fuck out of there as quick as I can and like get home. Which is I'm still trying to work out how I can get home.
An
I don't.
escape plan.
Well, yeah, I have to get like a Lime scooter or something because it's just so hard to get out of anywhere.
Link, give us a Mac related lock.
A Mac-related lock. That he slow dances with someone after the game. And my lock for myself would be I get too nervous and don't slow dance with anyone.
Yeah.
Who's the most likely to get into the winning party, like the winning players party, after party?
Look at me and tell me it's not me. It's clearly me.
Yeah, because
If Brisbane win, I'm going to the after party.
you're the only one who would like actually accept the offer to go.
Oh, what about Will Swale?
Oh,
Yeah.
he would do
Yeah,
it.
Swale, big chance.
Big chance.
If Brisbane win, I'm going to be at Salt at 6 a.m. in the Spas with Logan Morris like he was last year. I'll put it that way.
Oh yeah.
You will so tactically just be like, I'm going to the gym this morning. I'm just going to go like, just, Eric, you want to do some rehab? Yeah, it'll probably be.
I'll be doing like extensions.
It'll probably be Link, Mac, and Jude and Bowl at like an after party somewhere, I reckon.
Yeah. I'm going to get in the rooms. I was walking through the office yesterday and Josh Garlop goes, oh, how are you going to get into the rooms with the winner this week? And I went, don't worry, Matt. I got it sorted.
Does your media pass just get you in there? You
Um,
have to have a different one for Grand Final Day, though.
different one for Grand Final.
Who's the most likely to get a selfie with Baz, celebration style?
Oh,
Me, because I got his shoes.
Link.
Are you mates with Baz?
No,
Has anyone spoken to him? Have you spoken to Baz?
Before, like in my life.
Ever in your life?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice guy.
Yeah.
Straight. Like
Alright.
he's. We actually were talking on the phone for a while. We're trying to organise a golf day,
Oh.
which never eventuated. But yeah, he's not. He wasn't. It was before like he
Yep.
spoke a lot publicly, but then it was He's a nice guy. Very very nice guy.
Anything on the chat about Mac or slow dancing or anything?
People want to know about Flanner's first kiss.
Yes. Flan.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was a
When's it happening?
it will one day.
Have you got
One
any
day.
plans?
Any takers?
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
Wait, no.
Maybe
Tell us about
grand
your
final
first
day.
kiss. Tell us about your first kiss.
Come on, Flan.
Yeah, it was a good night. It was a good night.
How old?
30.
30
Nah,
years
it was a bit before that.
He's squirming in your seat.
Yeah. And how did
you
you
never
how did
kiss
you
and
meet
tell.
how did you meet the young lass? Was it just at a nightclub or was it teed up or
Yeah, not Blue Bar. Anyone?
Blue
familiar with
Bar.
Blue Bar on Chapel Street.
Chapel.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Listen to a bit of 50 Cent.
Yes, a little bit of
R&B,
that.
R&B, yeah.
An R&B vibe.
So
yeah.
it was sort of a
You wanted to get blue balls at Blue Bar.
yeah, blue balls hurt.
Good venue though.
That's exciting. Well, we won't press too much further on that. Beatos, how about yours?
My first kiss? I
Yeah.
was about 16. I don't know if you remember when you first got drunk, but I just kind of just
November 25, 2017.
No, you just start drinking and you're like, oh yeah, and then all of a sudden you're drunk, and I just kind of this girl that I had a crush on, we were just talking, and then all of a sudden we kissed, and it was just like on cloud nine.
It was a movie.
It was a bit of, and then she just went off and kissed someone else.
No, actually, I will give you the first kiss story. So it was on the school bus. on the school bus on the way home. I reckon I was about 15, and there was a couple of us sitting up in the back row of the bus, and one of the girls had one of those, like those paper
Tamagotchis.
origami.
Origami,
thing.
like
the
5, 6,
pick
7,
a
8.
corner,
Yeah.
and then one fold out. Oh, you have to kiss the person next to you. So end up won't mention a name, but end up kissing
Just a little
someone on
peck.
the bus. Yeah,
Just a little peck. Yeah,
Yeah.
nice. Were you sitting down the back of the bus?
right at the back.
Because
of the bus,
if you
back
get a
seat
bit of a
bandits.
go over the hump, you remember you used to just do that. Yeah.
Mothy says flowers to Flannas dentist. Only just noticing how excellent the chompers are.
Thanks, mate. There's good lighting in here.
Anyone else want to tell us about their first kiss?
Off the chat. Give us some.
Foss says, who did Mac get his first vote against? Who did Mac get his one vote against this year?
Oh god.
He was in the best earlier in the year, and he didn't shut up about it. So it must have been that game. I can't remember who it was against though.
All right, fellas, we've got 8 minutes to go, and I've just got 2 more things I want to get out of
We've
you.
got a heart out.
First of all, I want to do a little bit of predictions. Way too early 2026 predictions.
Ooh.
Okay. So, regardless of what happens Saturday, who is your flag favourite or your flag tit for 2026?
Sydney Swans.
Why?
We've had a year down. We'll be back up. We had some injuries this year.
With Kerno?
Hopefully, with Charlie.
They say Chad Warner said you probably won't get Charlie. But
Yeah, I heard that.
who
But
knows?
still hopeful that we get the big fella. Heard he wants to play for Coxie, so
I could see him at the Swans.
I'd love to have him.
Brownlow?
Brownlow, Brody Grundy.
Come on, flag.
Nah, okay, all right. Yeah, Brody could do it though. Brownlow, that's hard.
Could Rao go back to back? Ashcroft?
No, I reckon they'll give the votes to Anderson next year. So Noah Anderson.
Okay.
Okay. Dill, who do you like for the 2026 flag?
I'm gonna be boring and say Hawthorn. I think that's the obvious case. Like, is that not the they
a lot
look
of
like?
people would say the Suns.
I think
This-
it's still a year too early for the Suns next year.
I'd be wrapped if it was the Suns, but yeah, I think Hawthorn, Will Day back,
Yeah.
potentially Zach Merritt.
Yep. Massive.
It's pretty big.
Yeah. And who do they play off the top of your head?
Well, the actual other I wrote was Gold Coast,
Suns.
so Hawthorn,
Hawks,
Gold
Suns.
Coast.
Imagine that.
But if they're going to play anyone again, like there's no reason it wouldn't be like Hawthorn Geelong,
Mm.
Hawthorn Brisbane.
Bulldogs
And-
with a full list, I reckon, could do something.
Yeah,
special
it's
next year.
interesting, isn't it?
Brownlow
Interesting.
tip?
Reason. I wrote Dacos. He's got it.
Yeah.
He'll win it next year because everyone was so outraged. Like he'll probably win it and get 3 votes in every single game next year.
Yeah.
Because 1, he probably deserves it, but 2, they just won't want to stuff it up. Like have this outcry.
Just quickly, back on the Suns. I think I read a report today that Jamara
Yeah, he's met with him.
going to meet with him, and Dimmer wants him.
But why? If they're getting Curnow, or they're trying to get Curnow, they've got Jed Walter, they've got Ethan Reid.
Well, they wouldn't get Kerno and Jamara.
No.
Yeah. But
Ethan
you back
Reid-
Dimmer in out of any coach to
I think
Get him
you'd back
right.
Chris Scott in out of anyone to get the best out of players.
True.
The Curnow Jamara, it's like Moneyball. It's like the Curnow's going to cost you the whole farm, whereas Jamara's probably going to come cheap as chips.
And younger.
in comparison.
I don't know if being in the Gold Coast with a young list is like the best thing for Jamara. I feel like
Yeah.
going to a team that even like the Swans or Geelong that has a bit more of a stronger club to.
But it's a mature young list, like led by guys like Took and Rao and Anderson. They're not really.
I reckon that stuff can derail though if you're not.
Giants,
Yeah, they got Jesse Hogan right. Quick
Hogan,
smart.
Stringer, Jamara, that'd be pretty dangerous.
Yeah. Link, who's your 2026 flag?
Brisbane.
V,
Hawthorn.
and they in Brisbane.
I think Brisbane are only going to get better.
Yeah.
I'd love to see
With-
Brisbane go like 4 in a row.
You have natural development through Ashcroft, Wilmot, Fletcher. You get Draper in. You get Hibwood back from injury. You get Oscar Allen as
oh
a
my
free agent.
God.
So they're just going to get better and better. And they're not going to lose anyone. Like Zorko signed on.
Do you reckon Oscar Allen and Drapes? Do you reckon they want Brisbane to win?
No. Brian Lake said this publicly. He
Yeah.
knew he was going to the Hawks and he was going for Sydney in the 2012 Grand Final. And then
Yeah.
Hawthorn got the fire in the belly. They win 3 in a row. He wins all of them.
Yeah. I'm being like honestly, I think from my sadistic point of view as well, like there's
Yeah,
that level of
yeah.
the selfishness where you go, fuck.
It's like if you get dropped and you go and you're half going for the other team,
Yeah.
so you can get back in.
It's just a really bad way to think. It's very toxic, and you get trapped in this like spiral. Obviously, they're going to be wrapped if they win, but there would be a part of them going. Bit of fine.
I think people have forgotten how good Oscar Allen is.
Yeah.
He gets his body right. He didn't
He's
become
actually a close personal friend of mine.
He didn't become captain of the biggest club in the land for nothing. Like, he's a really good player. And for the record, Mike Brownlow, Caleb's wrong.
Okay.
He's the Rao sort of player that just attracts 3-vote games when he plays
who
well.
else could get a Brownlow? Hayden Young, if he gets his body right.
Good call.
Well, it just seems like it just has to be in and under.
He's
grunts.
so good.
How did he poll this year in the games that he played? I know it was
Got
interrupted.
3 in the Derby. He didn't play much footy.
Nah.
Soft tissue.
You know what? If I was Carlton, I'd be throwing the kitchen sink at Hayden Young.
Yeah.
That's like
He's
the
exactly what they
exact
need.
player that they need. Like everyone goes Zach Butters, obviously is A1, is like the best sort of break midfielder that can like break out of stoppages. But Hayden Young would be almost nearly better for Carlton because like in the window that they'll be in, he'll be then in his prime. Whereas Zach should go, if he does leave Port, if he went to Hawthorn or something now, it's like bang, straight into grand finals. Like, let's go.
Yeah. Freo are not giving up Hayden Young though. For anything.
Not for. He's signed on long term.
We could just get him another ruckman.
No, maybe longer.
Send
I
Mark
think he signed
Pitnet
for
up there so
something,
they can play Pitt and Net.
Jackson,
Darcy, and just have like them
I
all
think
in
I should get Lloyd Meek back as well.
Quick yes or no? Collingwood will make the 8 next year.
Yes.
Yes to Link. Deal.
Yeah.
Flame.
Ed Allen will be at West Coast though next year.
Watch his space.
What's his space? Chatting to his brother, but he's not his manager.
No,
so
I've got enough
it's
faith.
weird.
Carlton will
enough
be in
faith
the
in
top 8 next year.
No.
I don't think so.
Okay. All right, fellas. We've got 2 minutes to go. Let's end on our first goal. Norm Smith, winner and margin.
Okay.
I'll write this down.
Let's go
So
with you, Flan,
I'm
first.
going. Oh yeah,
Well,
you go.
go Flan.
Snoop Dogg gets 30 and 3. No. Okay. First goal. Jezza.
First goal for Jez.
He's
First
kicked,
goal,
he's kicked the first goal in a grand final before.
Who did I say yesterday? So Geelong by 9
You
points.
said Blitzars.
You got Geelong by 9.
Blitzarves is my norm. Who did I say a first goal?
No, we didn't do that.
Actually, that's so straightforward, Jez. I'll go someone else. Ollie Dempsey, first goal.
Okay.
Was it tip margin Norm Smith?
Oh, you know I'm going Norm Smith.
Who's that?
I'm changing. Sean Manor.
That's
Sean
right.
Manor.
Geelong by 44. Max Holmes for the Norm Smith. Grind Myers first goal.
I'm gonna go Brad Close
Nice.
first goal. Sean Manor.
But I'm going for Brisbane.
I don't bet. Like I'm not really into gambling. Not because I just don't like. It just never crosses my mind to do it. But tomorrow I'm actually gonna put a couple little cheeky ones on just for a bit of fun. I'm gonna put a couple Norm Smiths on. I'm gonna go Sean Manor, Blitzarves, and Tom Atkins. I think they're my top 3 that I sort of see getting it.
My Brisbane Smokies for the Norma, Fletcher and Wilmot.
Wilmot's a good one.
I like Will Ashcroft to go back to back, and if it's a close game, the Quinella with Ashcroft and Dangerfield, that's paying nicely at the moment.
Can you do that?
Yeah, you can do a Quinella at the moment.
What for 2?
For the first and second in no particular order.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
So I like Danger and Ashcroft there. And tip Brisbane 1 to 9 is at $9.
Beautiful.
Bede,
Alright.
you?
I'm going to go Will Ashcroft, Norm Smith. First goal, Jeremy Cameron. And I've got Brisbane by 5 points.
Hey, you know who's going to be wrapped tomorrow? Andrew Dillon and Laura Kane, because what a great grand final we've got.
Let's go.
We're very excited. Very excited. And good luck to everyone out there. Stay safe. We'll be back with some more live stuff, but you'll see us through the pods and everything else. We're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
We'll be around. Love you guys.